Majority of you here was obviously we were supposed to be together in March, so I'm going to apologise at the top of the show. I'm terribly sorry for any inconvenience and letting any of you down. I was sick, there was nothing I could do about it, but we're together now, and that is all that matters in my opinion. But we finally made it together, and also, this has actually ended up being a really, really special show. Obviously, I was always going to be doing my 98th show here, but you weren't supposed to be my 98th crowd, and this is my very, very last normal show tonight. You know, weighing up, it's terrible, it's also fucking brilliant, you know? I gave myself a task this evening to do a whole show without swearing, and I've already messed it up. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I want to see if I can go a whole show without swearing. Okay, you want me to? Okay, fuck. Everybody, say hello to Eric, my piano player. So you had a good day. Have any of you been gambling? Any of you win anything? Oh, not bad. Any of you lose anything? Is anybody drunk yet? I can't lie, I do prefer the autumn fall, what you guys call fall. I do like these crowds because sometimes in the spring and summer, because it's hot in Vegas, everyone's by the pool all day, getting very, very drunk. Sometimes they don't even have time to like change. It's just, I've had people come in here in literally bikini and hot pants. Off their face and things like that. So sometimes they're wild, which does make for a great, great show, but sometimes they shout things at me and I can't understand what they're saying. So I find it more of a professional kind of crowd this far into the year. And again, we weren't supposed to be together, so it's just perfect all round. And have you been shopping? What have you been doing? Any shopping going on? I'm sure there's lots of current ones of these next things that I'm going to say, but I also imagine there's some delayed ones because of what I just said, that we were supposed to be together in March. Do we have any Christmas presents from last year? Ho, ho, ho! I'm a bit late, nearly a year late, but here we are. Do we have any anniversaries, past or present? Happy anniversaries. Do we have any birthdays, past or present? Happy birthdays. Do we have any bachelorette/hen do's here tonight, past or present? Not really. Do we have any divorce parties? You liars. Do we have any mothers and their kids? Mothers and daughters, mothers and their sons? Lovely, lovely. Do we have any girls' trips? Do we have any gays' trips? All girls are outnumbered tonight. Do we have anyone that's come on their own? Woo! Lovely, lovely. Do we have, this is obviously for the straight heterosexual man.
Well,
you don't sound like one of those. Do we have any straight men here? Don't worry, I will not be offended, who have been dragged here. Oh, okay, but do we have any who have been dragged here against their will by their wives? It's fine. Okay, not as many as last night. Last night they were very proud. They were very proud. A big dragon. You're actually my favourite. You're my favourite audience members, right? Because I know. Look at that. We've got another lady screaming for the guys. What is going on with you guys tonight? Because I'm going to win you over, right? I will make it my goal to win you over. I do sing a lot of sad ballads, which I'm sure you don't give a flying fuck for. However, your wife, she does, right? So I am going to make her emotional, I'm going to make her reminisce, I'm going to make her nostalgic, it's going to turn her on, all the emotions flowing, and you're going to get laid later, so you're going to love me. You're going to love me. Yes, you will. You'll become my biggest fan. So I'm going to, like I just said, I'm going to drag all of you through all of your emotional past and all of your nostalgia, things that you might not even want to revisit, things that you forgot about and think that you don't care about anymore. I'm going to bring them up to the front and I'm going to smash you guys into it. And while I do that, obviously I'll be bringing up all of my past things, which also makes me a hot mess and makes me emotional. And I also like to think of myself as a comedian because I like doing all those deep, dark feelings, but I'm a Taurus, so I like to be like, ha ha ha, at the same time. So I'm going to be giving you whiplash for the next 2 hours. I'm going to make you feel things, and I'm going to make you giggle, I'm going to give you belly aches from laughing so hard. And how many of you have seen this show before? Yeah? We always get some repeat offenders, but it's the highest possible compliment. Thank you so much for coming back. So how many of you have not seen this show? The majority, okay, so fantastic. So, for those of you that haven't seen this show, there was a different show that I used to do, or didn't do, I never did it, I was supposed to do, and it was terrible, so I said absolutely fucking not, the night before it was supposed to, or 2 nights before it was supposed to start, and it was probably one of the worst years of my life, putting up with just everyone saying all sorts of things, and also trying to create my dream show from scratch again, because I was like, well, we have to get rid of everything because I can't possibly bring something back when it was so bad and everyone was so let down by it. So trying to create something beautiful in that storm was quite hard, but in the end ended up being stunning. So this is my favourite show that I've ever done. And I know it looks very, looks very sophisticated, but it also looks quite simple. This show is not simple, for those of you that have not seen it. It's very much a grower and not a shower, okay? So it starts in this big giant very elegant, just, me and Eric sitting here, but things start to change and they move and there's a lot of magic that happens, and I'm going to give you every part of a big show in this small room. And like I said, oh, I love you too, darling. But like I was saying, next week it ends. I'm done next week. So this is my last normal show. Next Friday and Saturday is my closing weekend, and it has been going on for 2 years now. Literally 2 years to the day. I can't believe it. And it's funny because up until this week, and I've done 3 weeks before that, on this last leg that I had to reschedule. I was emotional every single night before that, but I'm going to miss this show terribly, but also I'm ready to move on. This show has been such an anchor for me during the last few years, even with the failed one, and everything, the fallout from that. It's been a ride or die for me, this show, knowing I get to come here every weekend and really actually being able to have some human interaction, because it's quite hard in big venues, It's hard to feel human with like 100,000 people. Whereas in this room, it's so digestible, and it's been so integral to my growth in my 30s. It really, really has, and it's exceeded every expectation that I ever could have had in here. And I'm going to miss it terribly, but tonight is probably going to be more special than next week. I don't feel emotional at all. I feel like happy. I feel like, I feel really happy. This show for me is, it's very, very special, because I know I have to come back next week, but this will be my last time of knowing I'm coming back. So are you ready to have a giant karaoke session? I know this is quite posh, this venue, and there's seats and stuff like that. You can sit if you want, but you can also stand if you want. This isn't a seated show. You can dance, you can sway, you can stay sitting down the whole time, and if someone really tall is in front of you and you find it annoying, do not stress yourself, just turn your lovely face and look at these giant screens on the side. They cost me a fucking fortune, that's what I built them for. Everyone is here to have a wonderful experience, including me, so no pettiness and no moaning, okay? We're not doing anything. So I'm going to give you 2 more piano ballads in this setup before it starts to grow. And this one's a bit of a golden oldie, in my opinion, because it's from my second album, but I didn't sing it on my last tour, which was about 1,000 years ago, because I've written a new piano ballad, so I have to sing the new one. And then we started doing this one again here, and it's been absolutely amazing. I'm talking so much, I'm drying out my fucking throat. And Eric and I love doing it, because we don't have to have a click or anything, we just love doing it together. So this is Turning Tables. Really was many moons ago. Hang on, I'm giving you some background, I'm telling you a story. Last time I was on tour was 2016 and 2017, which was so long ago, that's when 25 came out. And I was playing really big rooms, and like I said to you, I love the fact that people want to come and see me play and things like that. It's a feeling that, only really a handful of the world can experience, and I feel very grateful, but like I said, it's very hard to feel human in very big rooms in front of loads of people. Basically, you feel like SpongeBob SquarePants or Father Christmas or something like that. And to kind of try and connect with the people who I couldn't even see, and I have very good eyesight, but it gets so blurry, in rooms that big on the back.
I was like, not you guys. I can see your eyeballs up there. I'm talking about like 8 years ago it was. So seeing as I was playing, you know, these big venues that were used for sport, you know, all the sport people, all the teams, they all have like mascots. So I was like, maybe I could just be my own mascot and start shooting t-shirt guns. And look, it was really, really fun. And I really feel like it's become my thing, you know, like I'm a real mascot and things like that. When I was just doing those huge shows in Europe, I did 10 nights in Munich, and they built me like machine t-shirt guns, you know, it was... It was fun, but they weren't as good as this one, my trusty old friend. So, it's too much fun to not do it in this room, so I'm not going to be aiming at the floor, and you'll see why. This is a very powerful t-shirt gun. I could not cure it off. So I'm going to be aiming for the balconies, but sometimes I don't get there, so don't fall asleep on the floor. Last night, I didn't make it to the balcony, and it just bonked someone on my head, and he didn't have to stand up and just got it. So, if you pay attention, you might be able to fight for it, you know? Okay, please don't lean over balconies. I know that sounds obvious, but give me a surprise. There we go. Oh, it's so bad for me, not be off your feet. Okay, right, middle balcony. Are you ready for some love? How embarrassing. God. Someone's filmed that. It's going to exist forever. I just felt like I'm really bad. Okay, here we go. You ran in front of that person that was going to get it, but good for you, that was a good catch. Effortless. Okay, I've got 2 more there around the other side. Hang on. Far away, it's a small room, but it's big on stage. Top balcony, are you ready? I'm going to try and get you with the sparkly scarf. Almost got there. Okay, here we go. Right, middle balcony, let's have a look. Oh! Quite, I'm joking. Yay! Oh, sorry, where am I going? Walk up there and been that way. Didn't know what's down there. Right, let me get some. That was fun. Well done, sir. I saw that. Okay, sorry, Rachel, I tried. It's physics. It bends in a different way. I'm not brightest. What can I say? Okay, let's say hello to our new friends from upstairs. Hello. Whose seat number did I call out? Hello. What's your name? Diana. Hello. And who are you here with tonight? Abigail, Diana and Abigail, and where have you guys come from tonight? Whereabouts? I know, I live in California, I just don't know anywhere else other than Orange County, oh, okay, I've heard of Orange County, and where are you? Houston, Texas. I know where that is, I do know where that is. And when did you guys get to Vegas? This morning. Oh, lovely. And when are you here until? Till. Did you come just for this? Now, may I ask, were you supposed to come in March? You were. Okay. Right. We already spoke about this. I was just checking. Well, I'm so grateful that you were able to come back all of these months later. Do you come to Vegas very often? Only on special occasions. She was like, no. Me neither. What have you been here for? What are the other special occasions that have you been to Vegas for? Birthdays, to celebrate and party and things like that. Oh, very, very nice. And so you guys are cousins through... Sorry, I'm very nosy, I don't need to say anything. Through your mum or through your dad's? Through your mum's. Oh, okay, nice. So, okay, lovely. Oh, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it so very much. Are you here with anyone else? Just you guys, okay, because I was about to be like, yoo-hoo, but I actually can't see that many empty seats tonight. Last night there were 2 other empty seats, which I quite like it when that happens, because it means the scalpers won't be having dinner. I was going to invite the Colour Block t-shirt buy down, but if I see one free up, my babes, I'll let you know. Listen, this next song is for you guys, and it's actually, I didn't always sing this song in this set, but I absolutely love this song. It's one of my favourites to sing. I didn't write it though, okay? It's like the only cover I've ever done. Right, go on.
so far into that camera then, because I do actually think I might have a bogey. And I was thinking about a bottle set fire. Right, so that was my 98th time of worrying that I might just combust into flames. My 98th time of shitting myself. So, hello, everybody over here. Hello. I have to face the camera, I'm not ignoring you, I love you. So, I've always done this next song down here in the middle. Can I get a sip of that water as well, because my nerves really do get to me during that song. What if I've got too much hairspray in? What if like my wig is cheap or something like that? What if a gust of wind comes and the flame comes up behind me? I wouldn't even know. Thank you very much. So I've always done this next song, walking through the crowd. And up until the beginning of the year, and I would always walk on opposite sides, depends what show it is, whatever. And I would always spot somebody from the first song, when I would walk out for hello. It might be something that they were wearing that would grab my attention. It might just be that they were the first person standing up before everyone else decided to stand up and things like that. Or just their energy, or literally as if they were at an electronic dance gig to my song, just living their best life. And I would make a beeline for them. I'm done with that, thank you, darling. I would make a beeline for them. And I would talk to them and things like that. And I realised after, this is a lot of shows I've done now, I realised after a while that there was a lot of my sweat and tears were mixing into the same. And I'm convinced with my own CD germophobicness that that's how I was getting sick all the time, right? And it was beautiful, and it was wonderful, and they were, I'd ask them questions, and I remember most of them, to be honest with you, but I haven't been doing that since the beginning of the year because I kept getting sick all the time. So please forgive me. I love you, I love you, I love you. I've got to get to next fucking week. Nothing. Even if something terrible happens to me this week, I will be on that fucking stage on Friday. It'll be like the substance with a rock like a globe. Anyway, one of the questions I used to always ask whatever person I spotted out and that I would talk to them was one of their favourite memories from when they were younger. And often they all had the same sort of feeling. It was a lot of time as grandparents and Christmases or holidays, and dogs, first dog, and beaches. Beaches a lot, and learning to ride a bike and things like that. Sometimes I would have a repeat offender like I was telling you about at the top of the show that had been to the show before and knew that, if I was to stop with them, I was going to ask them that question and they would have prepared the deepest soul-bearing memory. And I remember those ones very, very much. They would, I'm such an empath, everything just overtakes all of my life. Everyone else's feelings always overtake my own. But I actually quite like it and I've learned to control it a little bit. But in return, I would always give one of my favourite memories from when I was younger. Now, let me tell you, when I got to show fucking 89, of giving a brand new memory every night, and it being a positive one, so as to not be a Debbie Downer, well, no, I fucking ran out. I ran out of positive memories, lovely memories to give. And I don't want to ruin your vibes, so I don't want to... Also, I'm a pessimist, and I like being a fucking pessimist. Way more than I remember the good things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can still experience joy with it. So, rather than giving you guys a sad memory, or like a manic depressive memory, I had decided to do something new and fresh for everybody, not just for you guys, for everyone on this. This is my 4th week of doing it. A couple of years ago, me and one of my best friends, we think we're the deepest people ever of all time. We are, and we also are not. We like to think we're cool, but we really are not. But anyway, we got to know each other genuinely. We met through a friend, but how we really bonded was through conversation cards. Those ones where it's like you get to know each other and be deep. And a couple of years ago, when I was coming out the other end, it was a few years ago now, because I've been out the other end for quite a number of years, but a few years ago, we were being deep and cool with each other, and we were like, we should create our own conversation card game. And we were like, ha 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 ha, but we did it. And I thought that was you laughing, or something like that. And I decided to put myself on the spot every night with all of you and blindly take a card. It's called Love is a Game, obviously. Woo! But I'm going to put myself on the spot. Some are funny, some are fucking deep, some are crazy. The second time I did it, it was quite awkward. I was here for like 5 minutes humming and ahhing. And then going, I remember that one. And so let's see, because sometimes I get put on the spot. Okay, so the category is when we were young. Your hometown is the best place for... Oh, okay, this is a nice one. Okay. This is a nice one. Okay, your hometown is the best place for realness. My lord, does Tottenham have some realness going on there? Oh my God. I think I grew up, I think like everyone does, I grew up wishing I wasn't growing up in the place I was growing up in. I spent my whole life getting out and running away. I don't even know what I was running away from now. I think every single part of me that is the best part of me wouldn't exist if it wasn't for me growing up in Tottenham. And my family.
Woo!
And yeah, it was, sometimes I like get frightened that someone's going to turn around and be like, haha, just a joke, go back, and I would go kicking and screaming. I don't want to go back to Tottenham and live there full time, but no, I don't want to live in Tottenham. Have you been to Tottenham? I love it, but I spent a long time wishing I was from somewhere else, especially when I was a kid. And I think that's just something you go through when you're growing up. You know, I think it's such a universal feeling. But yeah, my truth comes from Tottenham. That's what it's for. So the realness, yes, for sure. And on that note, what a lovely category to go into this song with. This is When We Were Young. For that. I'm so happy. I'm sorry it took me so long, but here we are all together. That was a fucking brilliant show. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful crowd. Your energy dictates a show's energy. It could be 10 out of fucking 10, and so our energy has been great. Thank you very much for that. I also can't thank you, as well as the rescheduling, I can't thank you enough for making the effort and taking the time to come. I know it's a pain in the arse to come all the way to Vegas to come and watch a show. But like I said to you at the top of the show, this room and this show has been my ride or die, and I wouldn't have fucking changed any of the journey for me to have gotten here tonight, because it's pretty much done now. Next week I'm just here to be like, hi, and you know, so and I feel great about it. I am so proud of myself because I am now 17 years into my career, and I have never ever done anything I don't want to do, and I'm very proud of myself. With a full heart, very fucking proud, and even better at what I do than I was before I came in. So thank you so very much for being part of such a special season. I am ready to curl back up and hibernate and then blossom and bloom again one day. I don't know when I'll next see you, it will be in a long time, but I love you so very much. I've got one more up-tempo. Alright? I love you, Vegas. Thank you so much. Look after you.